Well, hello, and thanks for stopping by. This is volume 161. My prostate is trying to kill me. I'm Mark Graves, just a regular guy fighting prostate cancer, and I'm glad to have you along for the ride. It is Tuesday. As many of you know, I had some test run, a week ago Friday. I had a bone scan done, and I had CT of my abdomen and chest with contrast done, and I said I would give you the results on that. As soon as I got them. I didn't do it as soon as I got them. Yesterday, I talked to my doctor. I had a teleconference with him in the afternoon, about 2:30 or so. And I've promised to be as real with you as I can on this channel. And I didn't do that yesterday. I just really wasn't feeling up to it. So let me give you the details on the test that I got back. First, we'll start with the good news. The bone scan came back clear. I have no metastasis into my bones at all, so that's a good thing. As far as my PSA numbers, those came back as well, and they went down. So good news again, kind of. But real quickly, the PSA is the prostate-specific antigen, and just a real quick rundown of the numbers for me, starting back in 2020, not all the way back to the beginning, but just in 2020. Let's see, April 6th, I was at 2.7. June 16th, I was at 4.9. And that was in 2020. That's when my oncologist decided to start radiation. So I went in and had my 28 treatments of radiation. And when I came out, my follow-up, I ended in September. Gosh, can you believe I can't remember the exact date that I stopped radiation, but I'm pretty sure it was the beginning of September. And then my next check of the PSA after radiation put me at a 0.4, which is great. I mean, that's super, super low. And yesterday I found out a new term. That's my nadir or my nadir, depending on how you pronounce it. But that's the lowest point that my PSA has been since we started this whole journey. So October of last year, 0.4. Then in January of this year, I had it checked again, and it was 1.3. So not what we were looking for. It rose, and we talked about that. Then in April, on the 21st, it was 2.8. So again, going the wrong direction. Not what we were looking for. We wanted it to stay the same or to go down. And then, 2.8. Sorry. And then May 17th, which is my most recent, 2.1. So it went down 0.7. So I guess ultimately, it's as long as the number goes down, it's better than the number continuing to go up. But that wasn't what I had the issue with. Spent a lot of time talking to the doctor yesterday about the CT abdomen and pelvis with contrast scan. And what this showed is that the cancer is not dead and that it has metastasized into my lymph nodes. In the pelvic region, he said there's 4 that they can see for sure. And then, of course, use the old analogy of the iceberg, where that's the part we can see. There are parts we can't see. And so that's not encouraging whatsoever. I was hoping after the radiation that the cancer would be gone. I wouldn't have to worry about that anymore, but that's not the case. So now that I've done radiation and I've been on hormone therapy, on Lupron injections and Xtandi, then it looks like we're going to have to change my course of treatment. So the first thing that we'll be changing is I'll be undergoing radiation. Not radiation. I'm sorry, chemotherapy. I'll be undergoing chemotherapy. And it looks like the chemotherapy is going to work out this way. It's called docetaxel is what I'll be taking, and I'll be doing the classic that you see on TV where I sit in the chair and they put an IV in and then pump the chemicals into me, and I sit there and my hair's all going to fall out, and the list of possible side effects is pretty long, so I won't bore you with those. We'll just see what comes up with. Losing the hair is going to suck, but maybe at some point it'll grow back. So after I have the, let's see, I'm going to get 1 hour treatments. It'll happen once every 3 weeks, and the average is 6 to 8. So what our plan of attack is going to be that I'm going to have 4 treatments of radiation. Then they'll do this scan again, this CT abdomen and chest scan, and we'll see what comes up. Are we making any difference? We'll also be doing the PSA on a monthly basis. So this is going to be a long, drawn out part of my journey. Am I looking forward to it? Hell no, not at all. And I'm pissed. You know, I was kind of thinking this was going to be over. Not over, but I really, 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 really had high hopes that we weren't going to have to continue doing, you know, these kind of treatments. He told me that I'll be on Lupron for the rest of my life. And after the chemotherapy, that he's going to take me off of the Xtandi, because obviously, well, not obviously, but he told me that the cancer in my body has figured a way around the Xtandi. So the Xtandi is not going to be continued afterwards. It could be Zytiga. It could be some other form of hormone treatment. But evidently, I am going to spend the rest of my life on hormone treatment, which unfortunately means I probably won't have a beard because without the testosterone, hard to grow one. I think you guys all know how important that is to me. It's not a vanity thing. It's just, you know, that's kind of my alter ego is Santa. So I'll have to deal with that when I get there. So December will be interesting. But at any rate, lots of support from my family, my friends, the cancer crew yesterday. Thank you so much to Indio for calling and praying with me last night. I really appreciate that. Man, I'm trying hard to hold it together right now. And I'm not crying because I feel sorry for myself. I'm just taking a couple of days to regroup, because this has been over 2 years for me already. And I thought this was going to be the end of it. Apparently it's not. So I'm just going to keep fighting, you know, keep plugging along. You know, if it's God's will that we beat this, then fantastic. If it's not, then I know where I'm going. But I do appreciate you guys being here. I really do. Okay, Brian, here you go. It's cathartic. Trying to do this in one take. But I really do appreciate you guys being there. It gives me someone to talk to about this. And then I appreciate your comments, all of the uplifting messages that you leave for me, all of the prayers that you're sending me, all of the positive vibes, the good thoughts, the aloha, the shaka. Seriously, I know I say that or try to every video, but it's true. It's really true. You guys are a huge help in this journey. And just when I was thinking it was going to slow down, not so much. So good stuff coming up. Got some interviews coming up. I have a book that I'm reading right now. As soon as I finish that, the author has said he's going to come on with me. I just like to be as well informed as I can before I do an interview, but that'll be this week. So yeah. And then I think I'm really going to start trying to focus in on some of my hobbies and get back into those, just so I can, you know, keep busy as much as I can and focus on that. I don't know when the treatment's going to start yet. First of all, they have to get a hold of my insurance, see if my insurance will pay for it, which I would assume they will. And then we would start from there. So yeah, it's going to throw monkey wrench in the works. Monkey Works is a guy I follow on YouTube. Very interesting channel. But anyway, all right, I'm blubbering on long enough, but that's just an update on where I'm at. things didn't go the way I wanted. Sometimes they don't, sometimes they do. So anyways, love you all. If you're new to the channel and you'd like to continue to follow along, I would really appreciate it. Just go down and click on the subscribe button below. There's a little bell next to that. Smack the bell button. That'll notify you every time a new video is uploaded. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave those below. And probably one of the easiest things you can do, and one of the things that helps this channel the most to get picked up by the algorithm, is a simple like, just a thumbs up on there. Appreciate it. That's it would help this channel to get a little wider. How do I term it? Make it easier for people to find when they're searching. And ultimately, I'm hoping I can help some other guys through their cancer journey as well. Not a doctor. I'm not providing, earth-shattering information. Just another guy's travels through the world of prostate cancer. But anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it. God bless you all. Love you.